Shalom Aleichem. I will try and summarize as short as possible the problem of our youth. What's happening not in thousands of homes, but in tens of thousands of homes all over the world. Lakewood, Eretz Yisrael, Jerusalem, Bnei Brak, all over the world. It has nothing to do with where did we fail. Nothing to do with it. It's a general phenomenon covering all Klal Yisrael. We are before the end. There is a term which is called Yeridas HaDoros. Each door is going down. Tanoim and Amorim said, if Rishonim are like Bnei Odom, people, we are like Chamorim, donkeys. This is the difference between one generation to the other, and they said it then, 2,000 years ago. We are still in the same situation. We came to the bottom. We are before the end. Reb Chaim Kanievsky says it. What is this phenomenon? Every door, the good neshomas, the neshomas that were amended, metukan, become gilgulim, gilgul after gilgul. So the gilgul that comes down to the generation, if it makes its job and is amending the chatoim, the averos that he came to amend in a certain generation, then the neshama goes up and waits for Trias HaMesim. But the remains of these parts of the neshamas, which are not still amended, go down to next generation and next generation. So each generation is worse. The stone heart covers the heart, and you reach. Now, I'm not talking to you as a darshan, as a theoretic darshan. I'm talking to you as my wife and myself went through these same experiences with our children. I'll give one example. One of our children, until the age of 27, slept all day long, did not only not mitzvahs, he didn't work, didn't do anything at all, and at night turns around all the discotheques of Jerusalem until the age of 27. Today, I wish to pray the way he prays, the way he davens, with no exaggeration. And he built a home, and is an excellent husband and father. So, and we have still today grandchildren, which are the same situation that we are talking about. They are clothed like chiloinim, they go kisser, and they are pure good neshamas. The Zohar Kodesh says that in this stone heart there is a princess, Bat Melech, which is the Shechina HaKdosha, the dwelling of the Kodesh Baruch Hu in these souls. Each soul of each Jew, Nefesh HaChaim, Chaim Volozhin, says it openly, that the inner part of each Jewish neshama is godly, Elokut Mamish. And this point, this princess, this Bat Melech, is covered with layers of klippos which you cannot penetrate. There's only one way to get through these neshama, to get through to this Bat Melech. And the Zohar says it, Bepiyuse, which means with love. The love melts this stone, this rock. Moshe Rabbeinu will be the third Mashiach after Mashiach ben Yosef, which fights against the Goyim. Mashiach ben David, the Mashiach after him, is TORAH. And Moshe Rabbeinu is the Mashiach HaShlishi, Ad ki yavo Shiloh, Shiloh Gematria Moshe, and he will amend this hitting the stone that he hit when he was there, yes, 3,400 years ago. When he hit the stone and he closed this stone, it's unbelievable even to say it, yeah, for 3,400 years. And he's buried in the Golus, not in Eretz Yisrael, to give strength to the souls which are still fighting against these klippos, these outside powers which cover these princes, this dwelling of the Kodesh Baruch Hu in the center of our souls. And he will be Mashiach HaShlishi. This is our job. We have these children in our homes. We have to get into the source. There is no other way. Any other alternative is worse. You try to put him in some frame. And you have to read the book. I wrote a book which is called Oves Albonim. In English, it's called Breaking Through. And I will give you a number through which you can get to all this information. The number is 02, which is Jerusalem 80 300, which is called Ma'aneh. And then you get an answer with rabbis, names of rabbis. So you press the button of Dan Tiomkin, or Gisin, Ofer Gisin, and Shimon Shacha, anyhow, and then you can try and get this book. I hope they'll send it from America, anyhow, or even to see discs which we filmed. We are talking about hundreds of meetings that we have with hundreds of parents. Every week or two, there's a gathering of at least 200, 250 parents which come and talk about this same problem that you are dealing with. So this, in short, is now a few questions. If we will give love and will accept these children, it gives such it seems that it gives legitimacy to their behavior. We give them love, we accept them, so everything is okay. They are not stupid. They don't think that their way is the right way. They cannot do anything else. But if we give them love, we give the strength to the emotional mature, how do you say? Bagrut, mature. There is an intellectual maturity and there is an emotional maturity. We give strength to this emotional maturity. They are children. They cannot eat, they don't have the power to deal with their own problems. The only content of their lives is the rebel. They are rebelling. They are against the yeshivas, they are against the Haredim, they are against all the institutes they were learned, Beis Yankiv, all the places, because they felt in a prison. They were in a prison. They never connect. They never connect. I'm talking about, again, personal experiences which my wife and myself went through. We know it. This is why I wrote this book. And we know it from our personal lives. Our personal lives. They feel that they were in prisons. They feel that they have to rebel. The only content of the life is the rebel, the meride. This is this. If we give them love, we give them honor. It's very difficult. I know it is difficult. They sleep all day long. They wake up at night. They go around. They come 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. They come at 8 and 9, 6, and they sleep all day. They don't daven. They wear all these clothes. They are, and another thing. If we fight against them, they are cursing. They are fighting back. They are defending the independence. They are defending their will to do what they. The only content of their lives is not to do what they are expected to do, not to do what they are expected to do. This is the kind of life. But if we give them love, if we give them honor, not a big thing, not a big deal. I did it myself. I did all the possible mistakes. All the possible mistakes. Fighting, hitting, throwing away from home, whatever you want. And I remember the day, 20 years ago, when suddenly it came through. What? Hit me. It came through. They are anusim. Not only they are not mezidim, they are not even shoyegim, they are anusim. Anusim, that means they cannot help. They cannot help themselves. And no psychologists, they don't have psychological problems. People send them to doctors, maybe this, maybe that, and maybe medicines. Nothing to do with it. The only medicine is love. It is very difficult, I know it. But if you overcome yourself, and you are calm, And use, because why you come? Because I want to tell you, I'm not a Novi, I'm not a prophet, but I can promise you one thing, no question about it. All these children will be tzaddikim gmurim. You know why? Because there are three partners in each Jewish soul. His father gives the love and what he gives, the mother gives it, and the Kodesh Baruch gives him the Shomer. And they are children of the Kodesh Baruch, not less than they are our own children. And he will not leave them go. He will not let them stay where they are because they are anusim. They cannot help themselves. So the Kodesh Baruch Hu will have, and the Wiz will come in a time when the Pasuk Re'u ata ki ani hu. The Kohen says, why twice ani? Ani is the name of the Kodesh Baruch Hu, Ein Sof, and ani is my own ani, which is down there. The Kohen says, ani ad Ein Sof. And ani ad ein tachlis, the lowest part in the soul will combine together. Ani hu, no other power. And this minute we are not far away from this. We are very close. What our job is to give them love, to build their emotional maturity, to build their emotional maturity. We love you. Not we love you, we know you'll be a tzaddik. Don't make this mistake. No, we know you'll be a tzaddik. No, we love you as you are. You are our child. You'll ever be our child. It gives them strength. It gives them the ability to be somebody, to feel that they are worth, that there is, when you build this emotional maturity, this me, this I, this inner I, you build the ability that one day they will stand and they will understand that the whole world cannot give them nothing at all. All these things that they look from inside the Haredi world, outside it, this, they'll see the truth. But the difference will be they'll have the strength to begin and fight against it, to begin and build their own personality according to what they understand. Today they also know the truth, but they cannot admit it. They cannot admit the truth because admitting the truth obliges them, and they don't have the power to fight. They don't have the power to struggle for it. So, if you give them love, you give them honor, you build it, you build their emotional personality, then this is from all of the alternatives, this is the less worse. The less worse. I'm not saying that it solved all the problems. This, in general, is an introduction. You have to read this book. I'm going to call now America and ask them to send through INYANEI 80-8300 Jerusalem 80-8300. You'll get the people who deal with these things. They are experts. They know. I hope that the books will come. The question was no limits at all, no discipline at all. Whatever he says, whatever he does it. The result will be this: if you give them love, you give them honor, then they will be ready to understand that you are living together in co-partnership. Don't tell him not to see whatever he sees there on his iPhone or whatever he sees. If you give them honor, if you give them love, they will cooperate. The same with the other children. I think about the question because I forgot to deal with this question. People ask, what about the other children? They see that he wears the way he wants to wear. We give him honor, we give him love. So why not I? This is not the situation. Why do the other children might be influenced by such a boy or such a girl? Because if there's a fight, if there's a confrontation in the home, they have to take side. For my parents, usually they identify with the brother, the same age. So if there is a fight, they take aside. But if they don't fight, we accept them. And if they ask, we tell them I'm talking about our own experiences in this home. We tell them each one makes his own way to the Borei Olam. And we tell them about Rabbi Akiva. Says, your brother, your sister, he wants to take a stick and hit Talmid Chochem, break his bones? Of course not. So we wanted, there was a Jew. who wanted to break the bones of every Talmid Chochem. He wanted to bite him like a donkey. They ask him, his pupils, they ask him, a dog is not enough? He said, no, a dog is not enough. But a dog doesn't break the bones. So he was an Amaretz, he was fighting against, and until the age of 40. And he became Rabbi Akiva. All our Torah is through Rabbi Akiva. Our brother is our sister, if it's a girl or a boy. They are tzaddikim. They will make their own way to the Borei Olam. And children accept it. But there's no confrontation in the home, at home, inside our homes. Then they don't have to take sides. I'm for my parents, for this. Because there's no fight. Again, I'm talking about our own experience. These two grandchildren that we have, that they are neshomes yekoris. They are, I said, they dress like chiloinim. They go around in pubs. They drink beers. They are part of our families, a legitimate part. They are loved by all the children, or by all the grandchildren. They are part of the family, and we wait, and they talk, and we talk to them. Everybody talks to them. They are friends. We are friends. We love each other. This is the only remedy. No other remedy. So children live, they accept every fact of life as a fact. This is a fact. So these are the children, and we love them, they are part of the family. Why they do this? They get an answer. They don't deal with it so much. They have their own worlds, their own thoughts. There's no confrontation. They don't have to take sides. Usually, it works. So if we cooperate, if we give them love, they will also cooperate. Only way. If we fight, if we put limits, they rebel, they break it. Because limits is the story of their lives. They come out from the yeshivas, from Yankev, which for them is a prison of limits. Mutar, asur, asur, mutar. They cannot stand it. We know from many, many parents, that we have the reactions, that we are talking about hundreds of parents, that it works. It takes time, it doesn't make miracles, it doesn't change the souls of these boys and girls in one night, but it works. They become calm, and they begin to advance, and they begin with work, with derech eretz kadma latoyo, they cooperate. Of course it works, no question about it. If it wouldn't work, I wouldn't sit here and talk about it. We would make seminars after seminars with parents which come and they get help. The exterior appearance is an expression of the personality. They have to dress differently. They have, this is an expression of, I'm doing my own way. I'm doing what I want. As I said, the content of their lives is to do what in Hebrew it says, Mashabali. Whatever I want, I do whatever I want. This is the content of life. If we accept it, and we also don't have to fight. When you don't have anybody to fight against, you don't have to defend any limit points in you don't have to defend, so you calm down. It doesn't take a long time. It doesn't take a long time. If we change our attitudes, it might take a few weeks, and the whole atmosphere at home changes, and they calm down. The beginning, they won't believe you. They might not admit, you are doing this, you are changing your attitude towards me because you want me to be this and this. I don't want anything. You don't have to react on anything. You smile. You accept them. I suggested one mother to buy an earring to her son, and to tell him, I thought it suits you because you know the color of your eyes and the earring. I will buy him, buy him an earring. Many times I suggested to parents to buy discs of films, battlefield, I don't know, all these movies with battles, movies, this, they want us trying, all kinds of, even romantic ones. I'm not talking about things which Hashem Yerachim, dirty things, but I'm not even, yes, when you buy him this thing. It's Kiddush Shem Shamayim Barabim. He feels that you are representing the Borei Olam for him. You are representing the Torah for him. The Torah accepts me. I will finish with the story. I was in Lakewood, Ira Kodesh Lakewood. And usually I don't talk to youth. I talk to the parents. By the way, there's a person called Avi Fishoff in New York. He is doing the same, all what I said here, he is doing it. And you can get to Avi Fishoff. He's famous in the Haredi communities. And he has films and books and things. And you can mamish get a lot of help, Baruch Hashem, that I thought about it now. A lot of help from this man. He's an American. Everything is in English. You get material and everything you want. He is doing the same thing. Whatever he does, I wrote in my book. Whatever he does. We never met. We met 3-4 years ago. And then I saw mamish a miracle. I met the parents. And it works. It works. Avi Fishoff. This is the name. So I was in Lakewood. And they asked me to talk to these youth. And then I met these youth. I don't remember, 100 young people. And they looked at me like this, you know, another rabbi with a white beard going to give you a droshe. I said to him, I'm going to give a droshe of less than 2 minutes. I have 2 points to tell you. One, that the Rebbeinu Shalom is not Haredi. One of the girls jumped and said he's going without a suit and a hat, and a hat. So without a suit and a hat, he's not Haredi. Bet 2, talk to him. He loves you. Talk to him wherever you are, in the pub, drinking beer, sitting whatever. Talk to the Borei. He loves you. It was a chidush. It was a novelty to them because they identified the Borei Olam and Torah with the yeshivas, with Beis Yaakov. It's allowed, not allowed. Black and white. Don't do this. Don't wear this. Don't talk like this. Don't. So if I'm not matching, I cannot suit myself to this frame. So it means the Borei Olam doesn't love me. It means that Kodesh Baruch Hu doesn't love me. This we are allowed to tell them. Not telling them anything of changing the clothes, changing the way, changing anything. Because Kodesh Baruch Hu loves you where you are. Ba'asher hu sham. The Kodesh Baruch Hu loves you. Talk to him. He hears to you in every city, every minute. Ask help. Ask whatever you want. He listens to you. He loves you. B'atzlocha Rabbi.